Today I'm going to show you a few improvements I've made to the aquariums and talk about some fun things we've done this summer. Some great summer fun coming your way. Hello YouTube, this is Pecktec and Clone Alpha, and we hope that you're having a great summer. I know we are. I am. I am too. So we're both cool. I've been traveling around shooting lots of different things. Clone Alpha's been just like cleaning the aquariums and keeping things really straight. That's really why I created him, and I really appreciate that. Oh, wait. So you didn't like want to see Craig Wheezy Waiter so bad you went to his house and made us? Maybe a little bit. Maybe nothing. That's what you did. You broke into his place. That's weird. That's creepy. It is not creepy. I'm afraid it's very creepy. I mean, you broke into his place and made more people. Making it creepy now. Just please stop. And then you took them home? Okay. Anyway, so I've been doing a little bit of traveling. Alpha's doing a little bit of maintenance, and what we're going to do is we're going to implement some of the suggestions that I received in the comments. I had a couple of suggestions about the CO2, especially in the CO2 area. This needs to be adjusted. So we're going to do that. I'm going to take a look at our giant Anubis upstairs and just show you some clips from Florida and Disney. So enjoy.
Okay, Alpha, you go first. Okay, sure. Well, there were some things we left out of the update. One is my aquarium at work, which is doing great, and the other is a pond, which is doing great and is full of Anubis. I'll explain later. I also planted a new plant. But what have you been up to, Peck? Well, I am Pecktec's terrible fear of student drivers, and although she's doing really well, we've had quite an adventure learning to drive together.
Could I do a wheelie?
I don't think so. I don't think Highlanders do wheelies. They do go through walls.
Let's get to that one.
And they kill animals. Some say there can be only one. Well, while you guys were driving around, I decided it was time to trim the Anubis in the 56 gallon. It was blocking a lot of light. It was really kind of turning into a mess. I mean, it was covered in algae. It was blocking the light to the other plants, and I thought, well, maybe it'd just look a little better if I trimmed some out. And I kept pulling chunks out and pulling chunks out and pulling chunks out. It was so huge. I couldn't believe how much plant I pulled out of this thing. I mean, it was just incredible. I just kept cutting and trimming and trimming and trimming. So some of these pieces were, almost 2 feet long, and I was still left with a really huge piece there. I left the base of the plant basically, and boy, it's a lot brighter and nicer in there. I took all the clippings and I threw them in the pond. Wow, look at that. And, well, I guess I'll see what happens with them. So what else you been doing? Oh, we went to Florida to film the Cog is Dead show, and it was great. It was in this old historic theater, and Holly was up shooting, and I was down low shooting, and Kerrigan was up on the balcony shooting, and it was a great time. The Cog is Dead is always a great show with lots of new and interesting things to see. It was really a terrific time. Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. Well, I got this comment, and I decided to try it out, and it turns out that gauge I thought was broken wasn't broken at all. I just had it set improperly. I could have sworn I read those instructions really carefully, but that just goes to show you. I got this other comment too, and I decided because of this to buy a timer for the solenoid. So now the solenoid can come on a little bit early and go off a little bit later, according to the light schedule. I also got one of the plugs so I could fit it better in the surge protector. Oh, that's cool. Now, although the bubbles were dissolving into the tank from this thing, I never really got a good reading, so I decided to try a diffuser. Now, I ended up buying 2 different ones, and the first one I tried was kind of neat. You can take that thing off, to change it when it clogs up, but I could never get more than a little bit of a bubble out. So I decided to plug it right into the canister filter. Still, I wasn't getting much CO2 at all. And by the way, these are useless. What color is that? Is that baby poop? That's definitely baby poop. Okay, so diffuser number 2 from the same company. I was a little apprehensive because the first one was awful, but this one turned out great. Oh, much better. And I decided to place it right under the canister filter, so at least part of the bubbles are getting sucked into the canister filter. and the rest are kind of blowing around the aquarium.
Look at
That's pretty great. That's great. But Magic Kingdom was even better. So the day after the Cog is dead, we decided to go to the theme park and see the sights in Magic Kingdom for just one day. It was a lot of fun. A lot of lines, a lot of rides. We did all the typical tourist stuff.
Anchor now, ye swabbies. What be I offered for this winsome wench? Stout-hearted.
After a long day being a tourist, we settled in at the Port Orleans Hotel in the Riverside. It was a really relaxing place with lots of bogs and lots of frogs. We had a really good time just kind of hanging out. Well, I gotta say, IMC Alpha's terrible hatred of algae. The 27-gallon had gotten so overgrown that I had to remove tons and tons of algae off nearly every surface of the tank. Just manually pulling it out. It's really the best way to go. And it's a great way to quickly get this algae stuff under control, especially if you've made a lot of changes already to help fight it. Now, there are all kinds of products to scrape algae off your glass and ornaments, but I've found that this sponge that I got at the grocery store for maybe $1 does a great job of scraping the glass and the equipment. This water is a mixture of hydrogen peroxide and water, and I let the rocks and the equipment soak in there for a little bit, and the algae just came right off. So it's a great way to get algae off stuff that's grown on there for a long time. Well, before we decided to take the long drive back to Tennessee, we stopped by downtown Disney. It's a really cool place with lots of interesting things going on, lots of places to shop, and crazy places to eat. It also has my favorite thing in the world.
Can I have some Legos?
Yeah, you can have some Legos.
I am nuts for the Legos. Well, in particular, Lego minifigures. And they've got a little station there where you can make your own. So we decided to do that for a souvenir.
A souvenir! And folks, I think that's where we're going to end today's show. We also want you to know that if you enjoy the clones, the things that we do on here, our inspiration was Craig. So we were created by his technology. So be sure to check out Wheezy Waiter. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube page in our description below. Be sure to check him out. It's well worth your time. He's nutty and funny and just so creative, so creative. And if you're into the science, he's got another whole page called The Good Stuff. They just got signed on with PBS, and they're making really cool science-related videos. I think the latest one's about robots. So be sure to check all that out, and we'll be back soon. So, say the thing. Follow your bliss. Keep a clean tank. See you soon. Summertime, 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 summertime. I think I know which dwarf I would be. Sweaty dwarf. Perspiry. Maybe just sweaty. Smelly, maybe, perhaps. Is there already a smelly?
No, you can be smelly.
I could be smelly and sweaty, maybe. Like a dual identity.